was trudging home yesterday after making the rounds at some, god-awful, self-esteem damaging temp agencies when I found this working turntable. Thank you, God! Or whoever. Yeah, it has a good needle, too. You know, I've been turntablist for over a year. So for the past 24 hours, I've been on a vinyl binge. Like Buzzcocks, Bob Dylan, Fleshtones, K-Tel. I feel whole again.
Woke up 3:50 a.m., wrist inflamed. Got up, ran cold water over it, then felt one, then two bites. In my experience, Cobble Hill mosquitoes are particularly vicious, mutating in the fumes of the BQE with black tiger stripes on the abdomen. We turned the lights on, grabbed the nearest magazine, but found nothing. Back to bed, I covered everything, waiting for the high-pitched whine of a renewed attack. Instead, a loud engine sound filled the neighborhood. All I needed was Stumpy, the insomniac drag queen wrestler who lives upstairs, to start rearranging the furniture.
I love to bake, especially from the recipes of home cooks, handwritten or typed on index cards. I have a large collection of these, gathered over the years from flea markets and stoop sales. These lost recipes with their stains and annotations like, good, from Mother's book, are windows into the past that I pry open one stick of butter at a time.
Dear Arthur, we found pieces of your life last evening scattered across Beard Street. Next to 3 buckshot shells and a slide in the gutter lay one negative. Then, floating in a pothole puddle lay bundles more. With each step, another discovery. An old pay stub from 1969, an electric bill from 1990. You know, we collected everything we could, returned home, drew a warm bath in the kitchen sink. Slowly, we eased the negatives into the water, rinsing them gently. You were an avid hunter. Your wife looked quite lovely. The artifacts revealed who you were, where your house was, and when you passed away. Your pay stub connected you to the old shipyard, which is exactly where we found your pieces. Beard Street was silent. The wind and the rain were working themselves up against the twilight. In a matter of hours, you would have dissipated into the night, the negatives staining beyond recognition, your address fading, your existence erased.
I didn't know until last weekend that Red Hook is slated for demolition. The former owner of the Lehigh Circus barge said a mall will go in between Fairway and IKEA. Some buildings have been landmarked, but there are acres ripe for chain stores and high-rises. And then, as he told me, the light will be gone. Soon it will be blocked and he will be living in shadows.
It was the end of the day. Paige and I stood on the wooden bridge, scanning for birds coming to bathe or drink at the stream's edge. As if on cue, a black and white warbler, a white-throated sparrow, and a black and blue warbler lined up side by side to dip in the water and then shake off their booze. And then we saw another animal. Oblivious to us, a raccoon sat peacefully on the stream bank with an acorn it had found and carefully removed its shell before eating it. Several couples with children passed by and quietly observed the idyllic scene that could have taken place anywhere in upstate New York. But this is Brooklyn, a place where even the most authentic rural images are narrow and deceptive. Prospect Park is 526 acres of maintained nature, a mere postage stamp within an urban setting overrun by humans. This raccoon will likely live out its entire life unaware of the concrete and asphalt barriers just a few hundred yards from his patch of forest.
Here in Brooklyn, it's illegal for me to keep my roosters because the crowing makes for poor relations with the neighbors. But hearts are not illegal. And thanks to bloggers, we have more and more hearts crowing every day without restrictions for the sake of the public. Good. Thank you.